game approach here. So for UAE, they need some sort of approach to find a channel in the backline, and I'm liking the Lapu Lapu pick here coming in from UAE.
Oh, did you see that? How fast they actually locked in with Lapu Lapu and Princess Frost. This really shows that they're quite confident with this. Probably one of those scrims that, like Sagi mentioned, that they really try this out. And the next two heroes are going to be from Kyrgyzstan. They have to react to Lapu Lapu and Princess Frost. They will try to take some more tank to match the amount of crowd control coming in from Lapu Lapu. And there we go. We do have a Lianpo here.
Yeah, this is like a mirror match, right? Almost, right? You have like a big engages, or can be even a counter engage as well. I expect perhaps one more to come from the jungle side for Kyrgyzstan. Maybe they'll pick up the Dune. But okay, UAE probably read that as like, aha, I see you. You probably want to have like, okay, you have the Dune, and then you can have like two heroes that can engage. Well, we'll pick it for ourselves first.
Yeah, and they're really smart into banning a Lubu, right? Yes, we did mention about the first few days when you see the Lubu. It sort of takes a long time to scale, but it actually does really well into big tanks, like the Dun, like the Lapu Lapu, for example, here. So for UAE, they're like, okay, we might not be the cleanest team, but we don't want to increase our risk of losing to a late game pick like the Lubu.
Yeah, and so far we can see that Guan Yu has been taken out as well, trying to reduce the amount of aggression that can be done by Kyrgyzstan, which is a very good choice, by the way. I'm not surprised if Kyrgyzstan is still going to be banning out farm lanes because they already have a channel in their hands. Probably going to be taking out Erin, which is not a problem as well. It depends whether or not UAE can actually use Arlie or not, but Arlie is, he's going to be counted by channel.
Okay, taking out the Dharma, okay, which is a decent take, right? Because we have seen a lot of Dunes in the jungle instead of sometimes people play in the Clash lane, but that's quite rare. But that will allow a lane to be picked up. Okay, you seem to have reacted to it, Adam. What's on your mind? Okay, you seem to have reacted to it, Adam. What's on your mind?
This is the Alliance pick. This is exactly what Sagi said just now. They need someone who can actually dive to the backline to try to get the channel, and Azad is going to be in danger if this Alliance can actually use his Death at Sunset directly towards channel.
And it's UAE's comfort, right? Every time we watch them play, yes, it might not be the best, but they always like to play comfort. The Princess Frost, something that Mohammed likes to pilot, and then the Elaine is also something that Abdullah likes to play in towards the clashing as well. So these are the picks that they actually enjoy in actually selecting. It's more towards what they're used to instead of the proper meta. But if it's something you're used to and you can play it well, you can redefine that meta.
Oh, this is like a mirror match, right? You have the Nakarul pick up by Kyrgyzstan that will allow him to go all the way to the back line, find the Princess Frost, because you don't want to allow the Princess Frost to have that free reign, right? Throwing all the spells, the CCs to lock down. You want to try to take the Princess Frost out as quickly as possible.
The picks coming in from UAE with Princess Frost, it feels quite tanky. All of the picks, they have Dune, they have Align and Lapu Lapu. And Frost is not exactly a burst mid damage. It's more like a support, long range crowd control, trying to slow them down, trying to be annoying. I think it's very different from what Kyrgyzstan has. They have a lot of burst damage coming in from Nakoruru, even Byron, by the way, and Xiao Zhao.
And I'm actually pretty loving the Nakoruru coming in from Kyrgyzstan jungler, because this pick so far, the Nakoruru, has been consistently picking up MVPs with every debut of the hero in multiple matches thus far. And one good thing about Nakoruru, yes, hyper mobility gets to go towards the backline, but she also does great damage against high health tanks. And take a look at UAE's draft here. You have the Elaine, you have the Lapu Lapu, you have the Dun. Those are high HP tanks that Nakoruru excels against.
Yeah, this is going to be surely interesting. A very good pick coming in from Kyrgyzstan's coach with the Nakoruru. And let's see if it works from UAE with their tanky composition. Are they going to be able to continue their onslaught, trying to raid the buffs, maybe Azure Golem or Crimson Golem this time? Let's witness this.
You know what? If you just remove like the character designs, right, and you give me like, okay, this character does this character does this character does this. I feel like I'm looking at a mirror here. Like, it's almost both sides. They have like a similar thought process to like how they want to engage, who they're going to target first, and how they're going to like counter engage in case needed.
Yeah, and they really have to start have to rotate right now. They have to group up and or maybe do more of the gold sharing technique to make sure that they maximize the amount of economy resource that they have in their hands. So UAE are going to start to try rotate together, it seems, from the roamer and the mid lane, which is very good, Cloud, which is on this early stage on is very good.
Oh yeah, I think both sides are doing the early rotation good. After they clear out the first wave, they try to move away to the sides. So this is not them playing this very, very passively.
Yeah.
And it's good to be active, right? If as long as you're active. Oh wait, at the top. Oh, that was close. Abdul Aziz was almost last hit.
Almost. He almost actually went down with the damage coming in from the Byron, but we can see a little bit of an aggression coming in from Kyrgyzstan, trying to focus down on the UAE, but these are still grouping up very early on with the Princess Frost. They have to be careful with the Frigid Prison because if it hits you, it's gonna stick.
Yeah, and that's why it's important for Kyrgyzstan to try to take down the Princess Frost as quickly as possible, right? Because if it's like, yeah, you may think that, Princess Frost, I can deal with it later, but if it's just behind throwing all the spells, throwing all the CCs, then eventually it will be difficult to win fights.
Oh, look at Lambo. He's going to dive in, but he will pull back. Marlon playing very aggressively. Frigid Prison didn't hit anyone, but it's at least a good try to assume that there's someone inside that brush with Lambo. And I think they might start a new one this time.
Oh, and this time Ahmed might be in trouble, but he managed to get to safety thanks to his teammates and also the tower that's close by as well. But good engagement there by Kyrgyzstan. They're showing they're playing this very actively, and now they're going to put focus onto the bottom. And both sides actually hitting there. Kyrgyzstan waiting inside. Dastan is going to go in. He's going to engage right now. And looks like Abdullah, he has to turn away. Dastan will be the first one to fall. Good re-engagement by UAE.
Dastan actually went down over there, and we also know that they are not leading in goal for now, but if they continue this aggression, this might help them. A very good punishing movement coming in from UAE to really react with the positioning coming in from the Kyrgyzstan.
And if you think about it, right, Nakaguru is not the tankiest of heroes.
Yeah.
So you kind of don't want Nakaguru to engage in a fight where you have three opponents on the other side, right? You want someone else to do it first, try to bait out some skills, and then the Nakaguru comes in. That is the ideal situation.
Yeah, Kupanovic is going to be here, and Jamal Beck is also going to be trying to get the side minion as fast as he can. Abdullah is going to start to rotate towards mid lane, opening vision for his team, trying to open up some space for them to maybe potentially start a good team fight that hopefully favors his team.
Okay, and both sides, after we're getting close to 4 minutes now, there's only one takedown so far, given towards the UAE. So this tyrant is contestable by both sides if you think about it.
Yep, both sides really have this exact same amount of gold, except that maybe UAE has that one extra takedown, but that's not going to really translate into anything. What's most important right now is the economy situation, and they start to move towards the tyrant closer and closer, preparing for what's about to come.
Yeah, Marlon's waiting inside the brush, right? And, okay, they saw Marlon. Now he has to engage, he has to move. And look at this, he goes all the way to Princess Force. He puts focus onto the Princess Force, while his teammate Dustin gets the Tyrant in.
He really buys in a huge amount of space for his team to make sure that the Tyrant can be taken without any problem whatsoever. One Tribal Smash is all it takes to make sure the entire team of UAE are fearing him.
And again, good targeting, right? We did talk about Muhammad is going to be the one to throw the CCs. You have to deal with him first.
Yeah.
And Marlon targeted the exact right person. He could have gone like behind, but he went towards Muhammad instead. And now Ahmad, he's not alone though. Abdullah together with Rashid is there together with him, and Ahmad is going to be the frontline tag while Ahmad deals damage from the back, unable to get at least something out of there. So far, nothing yet, but they continue to pursue though. Abdullah takes a lot of damage. Now he's pretty low. He has to turn back. But behind, let's not forget as well, in front, Azam will be taken out. Now without the damage dealer, they cannot pursue. But still, Dastan went in and still got Rashid. So they're trading back with each other right now with Zamoback finally getting Ahmed.
Ahmed actually wants to continue fighting in front even though he's very low. He probably realized that his unyielding might passive is already on cooldown, but it's such a good move coming in from both sides of the team. A good trade, and I think just a little bit of overextension coming in from Ahmed now.
Yeah, I kind of felt that as well. I kind of felt that the Abdullah also kind of overextended. It was almost like that fight could have been cut by half, and then everybody just retreats and resets, right? But because it overextended, that gave the opportunity to Dustin to come from behind to at least get one more for the team.
I agree, and also just now, Jamalbek couldn't actually join the team fight properly because he was really low early on, and that sort of became an advantage for UAE to actually try something as well. So the amount of poking coming in from both sides is very good. He's going to use Tribal Smash into the tower.
Wow, that's very brave of him. But then again, they still get it. So he's going to rush it down, and that's going to be the big target at the bottom that they want.
Such a fearless Liampo gameplay. He just dives in by a bit of the time and space, making sure that both of the heroes are separated. So Rashid goes down quite easily because he's on the wrong side of the wall and he cannot survive.
Yeah, I was kind of scared when the Tremor Smash went the other side though.
Yeah.
But the buff stolen away by Dastan. Okay, so this is a good invasion by Kyrgyzstan.
Yeah, Dastan really have the advantage right now. He wants to try to catch anyone. If it's a tank, he doesn't care. He will go in. Abdullah goes down. I think he is just so relentless.
Yeah, I guess he was trying to open up the map, right? But he got caught there. But speaking about getting caught, looks like two players from UAE is getting caught right here. The Red Sunset is being used, and now they're underneath the tower. They have to retreat, though. They're taking tower damage, and because of the tower, Marlon will fall.
A little bit too much of the tower projectile that he took in, even though it is a Liampo, it is a very strong hero that can just rejuvenate his HP afterwards, but probably a bit too deep. What can UAE do at this point is that they really have to try to slow down the tempo just a little bit, give more space for the Ghost Yu to get all of his items so that he can actually do a lot more damage and play around his teammates.
Yeah, in comparison of the two farm laners, right, the gap is like almost 2k if you think about it. And I like your point of saying that, okay, we have to buy space, we have to slow down the tempo for our console you to farm. But the problem for them right now is that Kyrgyzstan, they are getting even more active.
Yeah, and what I like to see, Cloud, is that maybe Align should actually try to join the team fight more, and by diving into the back line, that gives space for Dun from Ahmed to actually try to protect Rashid, protect Muhammad. I think that will be a lot more better for him rather than Dun going to the back line and Abdulaziz is trying to protect the team.
Okay, Kyrgyzstan right now was a Tyrant area, but they were engaged onto UAE. They saw Abdullah. The tank is currently down. They're looking for more. Rashid, the main damage dealer, is out as well. So now without the two players, UAE, they have to let go of the Tyrant.
A very quick assassination coming in from Kyrgyzstan. Look at this, a very good knockup. They're trying to find the amount of damage. Muhammad is still in front. Muhammad is trying to help, but look behind them. Dastan shows his skill, getting the kill. A very good move coming in from him.
Man, where did he come from though? Now Ahmed, he has to leave this tower. He cannot protect it anymore. He might even have to leave the second tower. His other teammate is still kind of busy up there. And speaking of Abdulaziz, right now Abdulaziz down to the last stick of health, and Dustin almost got him. But because Ahmed, he still stood at his tower, he gets taken out. Now Abdullah is the one to have to retreat.
I don't think that he should use his ultimate over there, and he's gonna go down right now, but he manages to survive.
Wow.
He used his Raging Sea when his teammate is actually quite far, Cloud. I think that's a bit of a waste.
Oh, but here comes the David Sunset though. Going all the way to the back, but Azar is going to be the target. But Azar managed to flash away to safety, and now his teammates will back him up. And that's how they got the counter on Abdulaziz.
Abdullah really needs to go back again once more to replenish his HP, and they have to reset their game. They have to reset their positionings. They have to try to get a lot of resources right now, or else they will get stuck in the base afterwards and cannot come out. This is the only chance because Kyrgyzstan is still busy trying to clear their own resources.
Oh, and Kyrgyzstan, right now they can focus onto the top because the rest of them, they have good control right this moment. But UAE, they're coming out as a 4. Yeah, they're looking for an engagement, I guess.
Yeah, they are. They're trying to play around the brushes for sure. And the tower will go down for now. Ahmed is going to try to get the Azure Golem as fast as he can. But look at Dastan. His awareness. He really wants to make sure that they are choked out. They are suffocated. Cannot get enough resources out of their own jungle.
Oh no, Ahmed caught outside. And Ahmed now taking a lot of damage. He will be eliminated by Marlon. And without Ahmed, now they're dependent on Abdullah as the main tag. Abdullah Aziz shows up from the side, but Abdullah Aziz. Oh no, he came in alone. I was kind of scared there, but then he managed to retreat. But can't say the same for Rashid though. Rashid still went down, and Abdullah, final tag standing, will be taken out as well.
A very good fight coming in from Kyrgyzstan. Are they going to try to focus down? They're still diving in! And the Frost goes down! Abdullah Aziz is going to go down, but he's still okay. He managed to get into the fountain. But here comes the Vanguard, and Kyrgyzstan takes the game.
I would say it's a very back and forth game coming in from